Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is a basic 12-bar blues chord progression. The whole song is basically just one progression that lasts for 12 bars. On the original recording, while Hendrix is playing all the lead guitar, the bass player, Noel Redding, is playing rhythm guitar. And what he does is he takes off the tone on the guitar so it sounds more like a bass. So here's what my guitar would sound like with the tone all the way up. And if I turn the tone off, sounds more bassy. So I'm going to show you what the main rhythm guitar will be playing throughout this. So as I said, we're going to start in B. We're going to play the root note B on the 7th fret of the low E string, along with the 9th fret of the A string. And then I'm going to move around a little bit on the A string. So I'll refer to the A string now. We're just going to anchor our first finger on the 7th fret of the low E string. So I'm going to play 2 hits on that B power chord where I have 7E, 9A. On the A string now, I'll play 2 hits on the 11th fret, 2 hits on the 12th fret, back to 2 hits on the 11th fret. And that's a basic measure of the blues in B. In the second measure, we're going to go to E. So here's our phrase in E. So open E string, 2nd fret of the A string, 2 times. 3 to 4 on the low E string. Back to the first chord shape 2 times. Open E along with 5th fret A. Open E along with the 4th fret of the A. That one measure now would sound like this. Now we're back for 2 measures of B. Measures 5 and 6 will be 2 more measures of E. Measures 7 and 8, back to B. Measure number 9, now we're going to go to F sharp. So 2nd fret E, 4th fret on the A string. Hit that 2 times. Hold down the 2nd fret of the low E string up to 6 on the A 2 times. Back to 4 on the A 2 times. Back to 6 on the A 2 times. So the measure in F sharp now sounds like this. Measure number 10 will be back to E. Measure number 11 will be back to B. And measure number 12, we're going to play the B chord 1 time. And then we're going to move up with an E7 chord, which will be played 7A, 6D, 7G. And move that shape up from the 7th fret, which is E7, to F7, up 1 fret, and then up 1 more fret to F sharp. So the last measure will sound like this. So let's put all 12 of those measures together. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a... Okay, so that'll get you through the basic rhythm of the song, and feel free to use any variations you want to. Okay? You can always add other notes with your fourth finger. You can do something like this. This is kind of a cool little trick. If we have the B shape, we can also add the 10th fret and the 11th fret on the low E. And if we add that with some of the notes we've already played, the 11th fret of the A, 12th fret of the A, it could sound something like this. But feel free to experiment, okay? So there's the rhythm for Red House.